NASA continues to embarrass and expose themselves with every new release as this fake Artemis Moon mission is backfiring in their face. More and more people are questioning the anomalies and seeing the inconsistencies between what NASA says and does. Starting with their supposed re-entry into Earth's atmosphere, the astronauts were supposedly being propelled at a ridiculous and impossible 25,000 miles per hour, which is approximately 7 miles per second. The idea that humans can move at such a speed without having their organs crushed, losing consciousness, having irreparable damage done to their bodies, or outright death, is a leap of logic NASA fanboys hurtle over without a second thought. NASA is claiming these astronauts withstood speeds of over Mach 32, which is 5 times faster than the world record Mach 6.72 set by William Knight, flying an X-15 A2 rocket-powered jet. This has remained the highest speed ever attained by a piloted, air-breathing aircraft since 1967, unless you include NASA and their superhuman astronauts who are able to break that record 5 times, no problem. While their spacecraft was allegedly propelling the astronauts back to Earth at 7 miles per second, they claim the craft heated up to 2,800 degrees Celsius, or 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. To give you an idea at how ridiculously hot that is, erupting lava is around 1,000 degrees Celsius, or 2,000 Fahrenheit. So NASA is claiming this craft and its occupants endured heat 2.5 times hotter than molten lava during their re-entry. Next, they claim a series of parachutes shot out the back of the craft along with the drag of the Earth's atmosphere were somehow able to successfully slow them down from 25,000 miles per hour down to a smooth 20 miles per hour and plop down safely in the ocean. But if you take something out of a scorching hot temperature and dunk it into water, what happens? There should be a huge mass of steam rising around the craft when it hits the water, if it was really so hot. Instead, what do we see? Not even a trace of any steam whatsoever. Next, you have the interviews from returning astronauts. Just like when the 3 original Apollo astronauts did their initial press conference after supposedly returning from the moon, these 4 Actornauts flubbed their lines as well. As Christina Koch smiles from ear to ear, unable to hide her duper's delight, talking some New World Order crap about how we're all one crew on Spaceship Earth, she pauses for approximately 20 cringe-inducing, awkward beyond belief seconds, laughs, and says, "Uh-oh," before finally continuing her speech.
And honestly, what struck me wasn't necessarily just Earth, it was all the blackness around it. Earth was just this lifeboat hanging undisturbingly in the universe. Uh-oh. So I may have not learned, I know I haven't learned, everything that this journey has yet to teach me. But there's one new thing I know, and that is, planet Earth, you are a crew. Thank you.
Apologists with zero discernment claim she just got so choked up that she couldn't speak. But those of us with even a little intuition and discernment, able to read faces and body language, can clearly see that is not what happened there. She either forgot her rehearsed lines, or had an earpiece malfunction where the person feeding her lines cut out for an uncomfortably long time and she didn't know what to do or say next. People speaking spontaneously from the heart about such an experience would never have such a reaction as this. This is clearly a flub-up from an actress forgetting her lines. Christina Koch was apparently an actual actress before NASA as well, credited with playing one of the mother characters from 2015's Mad Max Fury Road. And just to show how interconnected the NASA Actornauts are with their Hollywood counterparts, Here you can see the Artemis crew just hanging out with Tom Hanks, who featured in the popular Apollo 13 film. And here they are in a photo op with Ryan Gosling, also playing the role of an astronaut in the new Project Hail Mary film. These are all actors, just hanging out with each other. But we're supposed to believe that some of them are serious scientists, risking their lives, traveling to outer space, while the others are just actors hanging on wires in front of green screens. But the reality is, all of them are actors, just from different studios, and that is why these kind of photo ops even happen in the first place. Now that Christina has been back for a week, footage has come out of her in physical therapy, where apparently her ability to walk has reverted from when she was bouncing around back and forth on the stage on her first day back talking about how we're all one big Earth crew, to now where she can't even walk a straight line without falling down and having more duper's delight while she does so. She's laughing at her own ridiculously bad acting, but of course NASA apologist fanboys will claim she's just a brave, stoic warrior putting on a strong, happy face. Why would you have no problem walking when you first got back to Earth, but then a week later be stumbling all over yourself to this degree? Again, a little bit of intuition, discernment, and critical thinking goes a long way. Last but not least, let's go back to the spacecraft and watch Christina playing with the little stuffed toy the astronauts couldn't seem to put down the entire mission. Notice how her arms and hands leave shadows over her legs, because they are, of course, physical objects in 3D space, affected by light and shadow. The little stuffed toy, however, which is a digital artifact being interacted with in real time through augmented virtual reality, shows no shadow on her leg, because it doesn't physically exist to cast a shadow. If you missed my last video showing how NASA astronauts use augmented virtual reality technology to fake like they are interacting with floating objects, be sure to watch that one next. For everyone else, thanks so much for helping share these videos far and wide. Watching so many new people wake up thanks to all this obvious fakery has been great to see. And so have the laughable defenses being rolled out by the loyal NASA apologist fanboys who still think Santa Claus and Star Trek are real.